Hey guys, it's Carl. So, getting ready to go to the range in a couple days. Figured it'd be a good time to go ahead and show you my reloading process for the 6.5 Creedmoor. Go ahead and I'll show you my setup and what I have, what I use, start to finish on reloading these rounds. Now, you know, this is no way really an instructional video. And you know it can be dangerous. I think it's a lot of fun. So if you get hurt, it's on you. But I would like to show you guys what I do and how I do it. All right, so here we go. All right, so this is in no particular order, but the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a nice reloading book. Mine's the Lyman, I believe. It's the Lyman 50th edition. I also purchased the Hornady one. I got some reloading specs for that since I do use the Hornady bullets. I use the Hornady 147 grain ELD match. Powder, I use Reloader 17. And go ahead and we'll fill that up. Primers, I use the CCI 200, which I'm running a little low on. For the powder, I use the Hornady electronic powder measure. For case prep, I use the Frankfurt Arsenal. Trims the brass, cleans out the primer pocket, chafers and deburrs it. This is my tumbler. As you can see, I already got some rounds that are done, set up. So these are the ones we'll be using for media. I've been using this corn cob. It's got a little polishing agent in there, and I like it a lot. And then I have this older Lyman turret press with the Hornady full-size reloading die and crimping die. So that's what we'll be using today. And then primer tool, also good case lube. So I've been using this. I like this stuff a lot. It's pretty nice and it doesn't leave a crazy residue like the other lubricant oils do. Grab this funnel and let's get the loading. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take this. I forgot to mention too that definitely want to get yourself a nice pair of calibers. I like the digital ones; they're a little bit easier to read than the manual ones. So we'll get into that first. We'll make sure that we measure the brass after we size it and make sure that it's still within spec. So I still use the case pad to spray down my brass, but we're going to deprime this and measure it and make sure everything's good. Alright, so over here to the die, got that. Now this is sizing it and depriming it, so make sure that it's still within spec.
1.5, and these are supposed to be trimmed to length at 1.910. But 1.5 is fine. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'll trim them anyway, just to show you guys what to do here. So, from there, take the brass. I'll turn this machine on. And I already have this right here set up. There's very detailed instructions in there on how to set it up. So we'll trim it, and then we will deburr it, clean the primer pocket, and then chamfer it, and we'll go from there. So, oh, guess it helps if I have it plugged. Alright, so now we got our 5 cases ready, and as you can see, I have a lot of brass that needs to be done, so I will spare you guys that. So next up, what we're going to do is put the primers in. This is my little homemade holder here, and then so that'll just hold the the casings after we put the primer in it and we start getting the powder. It is pretty important to make sure that your primers are all facing in the correct direction. Alright, and then how this tool works is you just slide the brass in through there. The primer comes down, and there's a little rod in there that pushes the primer up and in. So So now they are primed, and I'll put this off to the side for now. I'll need the funnel for the powder, and we will need the projectiles. We got the powder dispenser on, and you're supposed to keep this little lid on there, but I do not. We'll set our charge, and we will dispense. Now while that's dispensing, I'll turn my turret around and make sure that it's tight. Apparently it came loose. Also need our calibers for this, just to measure the overall length, and then that's that. So funnel. Goes in. Grab our projectile. Goes in. Make sure that bullet's seated in there. Up. In. And there's that. I'll check our overall length and make sure that it's on. 2.798 overall length. Recommended is 2.8 for this round. I usually keep it at right around there, 2.798 to 2.8. I haven't really noticed a big difference in accuracy with it being off a little bit. I do measure every round though. 2.8. And that sound means that it threw too much powder, so that is one of those things that happens. I'll tell you, the electric powder measurer and dispensers, it's nice, but it is a little bit slow. It was a lot quicker for me to do it when I had a manual powder dispenser and I had it set up right here. It went a lot quicker, but this is a little bit more accurate. And I do have a digital scale that sits off to the side in case I ever want to switch back over to that, but I guess we could say I'm lazy, but 2.799. So, again, one of those things that happens, but what are you going to do? Shut this this off so it doesn't dispense more powder. Alright, last one. Alright, and then that's it. And then at some point during the process, I do wipe down my bullets, just any other residue that might be on them. I don't want that collecting in the magazine or in the chamber or anything, so. But, yeah, I have got over 100 casings I have to load. I will not bore you guys with that, so. There we go. 6.5 Creedmoor.
Alright guys, so that was it. 5 rounds, 6.5 Creedmoor. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do some shooting of the Ruger Precision with this at 600 yards. Hopefully I get some pretty good video for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, check out some of the other videos, and I hope this helped you guys out a little bit for those that are looking to, start reloading, or if you reload already, if you're thinking about getting the 6.5 Creedmoor. I highly recommend reloading those rounds, as it can get pretty expensive, and the fluctuating difference between factory rounds I found was pretty impressive, size, weight. So this, you definitely get a lot more accurate load. So that's it. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Please, again, subscribe, like, comment, questions, whatever, and check out some of the other videos, and I will see you guys all very soon.